All right, so I started thinking about some cool weapons that Bungie could add to the game, and I was like, well, what if they added an adaptive munitions kinetic weapon? And I was like, well, what if it's already in the game, actually? So I went over to like.gg/godrollfinder. I'll put the link in the description below. Typed in adaptive munitions over here, and then clicked adaptive munitions, so it'd bring up weapons with adaptive munitions on it. And then I went to the filters, which is in this top right corner, and then damage types. I changed the damage type of the weapons to kinetic and stasis. And these are machine guns, so that's a heavy. But for your kinetics, they come back with the new purpose, which is the Keitel pulse rifle. You farm it from the Keitel encounter, which does have a relatively big loot table, and this isn't craftable. But it also had there's also one from the Dawning, but the Dawning just passed, so this is unavailable at the moment. So the only one you can get is the new purpose. I just want to take a look at the Stay Frosty for a second. Uh, so so if you look at the Stay Frosty base stats, they're very very high, all except for range and really short reload speed at 1.95 seconds base, and then you could always get a reload speed. Perk and adaptive munitions, and then there are like 5 different range perks you can get, or barrels you can get in this first column. Uh, and that would be what I would be looking for if I was farming this during the Dawning, but the Dawning had already passed. This is a 450 rounds per minute weapon, which is faster than the new purpose, which is only 340 rounds per minute, which means Stay Frosty was able to stack adaptive munitions a little bit faster than the new purpose, because adaptive munitions does stack based on how many bullets you hit on the target. So the faster the bullets, so the faster you can apply those stacks, the more damage you're going to do to the shields. Um, so then you go to new purpose, and you can see it has really low base reload speed. I'm pretty sure it's 31 base reload speed. So you definitely need a reload speed perk in the second column, or you need a reload speed trait or perk in this third column. You can get Feeding Frenzy, or you could get Perpetual Motion. If you're putting adaptive munitions on one of your weapons, if you're using a weapon with adaptive munitions on it, you're probably going to be bringing it into high level content that has match game on it. So I would put Perpetual Motion on it because it doesn't require a kill to proc that reload speed bonus. That even though it's such a low reload speed bonus. Anyways, this isn't craftable, so you're really just trying to luck into it. But if I were to have this weapon drop, I'd want it to either have full bore or small bore. Probably small bore, and then a reload speed masterwork. Because if you change it to full bore, 39.66 to 40.75, it's 1 meter of damage drop off when you're ADS. I think I'd rather have all that stability back. How much stability is that? 17. Yeah. So it's a 17 stability swap for 1 meter less of range, which I think is worth it. Anyways, that's the role I'd want. Get to farming. Keitel is only here for 1 day. She's going to be back when Duality is the weekly rotator dungeon again, when it comes back around. I don't know how many dungeons there are by now, but I would guess 4 or 5. There's Shattered Throne, Prophecy Grasp, Duality, and Pit of Heresy. So there are 5 weekly rotator dungeons. So she'll be back in 5 weeks. Good luck.